With the legs designed and poured, the next step was to come up with some sort of support spacer piece to keep the legs equal distance apart from the top of the stand to the bottom. My very first idea was to use the gear from my logo, Freeman Metalworks, for these parts. But I had only poured 3 legs. That's what I was intending. My gear logo, though, has 8 teeth. So it was either pour a 4th leg or find something that would look good, cut 3 different ways. The Imperial logo, as it happened, has 6 teeth, so it would look just fine as a spacer connecting the 3 legs. I also knew exactly where to find an Imperial logo that already had the proper draft. Removing the Imperial logo from my Imperial ingot design, I resized it and added 3 cutouts so that the spacer would rest on the leg supports. I did this upside down so that I would have the flat part facing up so that plants could sit on that. I thought better than on the beveled portions. Next up was to 3D print this and see if it was going to work. I won't lie, this looked pretty good coming out of the 3D printer. For some reason, it had not occurred to me until about this time that I had failed to draft my cutouts. This would come back to bite me during the post-cast cleanup. After reevaluating the cutouts, I started to reconsider the spacing between the outer part of the design and the inner part. Did I leave enough of a gate for the metal to flow? This speaks to what often happens immediately following initial enthusiasm for what looks like a good job. I start seeing all sorts of reasons for failure. In the space of 60 seconds, I went from feeling success to feeling potential ruin. Each time, it's a chore to press on, quite frankly. But it is important that I always press on. Damn the consequences. I'll speed through the sand ramming to the actual pour. I decided to go heavy on my venting to add pressure to help push metal from the outer ring, which really functioned as one big runner surrounding the entire piece, to push that metal into the interior part of the piece. Despite my concerns that I molded up 6 choke points, I wanted to give this pour a shot so that I might better troubleshoot the 3D print if I needed to fix my design. And that looked like a pretty good pour. Yes. It did work. I think. Looks like it. Looks like it. You might have heard the slight gasp. I was very happy to see that my fears and concerns were unwarranted. The piece poured just fine. I'll speed through the cleanup and get to a mock-up of how I think this thing is going to work out. So here is an idea of how this will all go together. I just need to pour 2 more spacers and clean them up. You might have noticed at the end of the speed cleanup that I also went back and shaped the standoffs that the spacers will be resting on. I'll finish this job off with the final assembly in an upcoming video in probably 2 weeks. Thanks a whole bunch for watching. If you found this video entertaining, informative, or any such things like that in any way, shape, or form, please like and subscribe. Blessings.